Hey, what's up, you guys? Day 3. So you guys, Dan actually ran into another problem yesterday. Trying to get the broken part out of the PTO yoke was a no-go. So I'm gonna have to go this morning and look for that part of the shaft along with a bearing that goes in the pillar bearing. But I wanted to come and look over the pickers before I head to town, just in case there might be something else that I need. But anyway, we replaced this end because that part broke, and actually that part that was in the yoke that connects to that part of the shaft is the part that he can't get out. So he said if he had to cut it out with a torch, that would mess up the splines on the inside of the yoke. And yeah, I need to get another pillar block housing and bearing that goes there. So I'm going to get everything done that I can here and then head over to the other picker and we'll go from there. All right, you guys, so everything was just fine on the 6-row picker. Didn't have to tighten up anything. It's way over there in the distance. You probably can't see it. Then with the 4-row picker, there was 2 chains that I needed to tighten up, but I remembered that the big chain requires 1 1/8", which I don't have in the truck. I was thinking it was a 15/16, so I'll have to go back and tighten up the big chain on the 4-row picker, but it's good to go. I got the buggy greased up here, and right now it is currently 8:30. As you can see, this end of the field, because of the trees, is still in the shade. As you go further that way, that end of the field is getting some sun time already. So once again, that's gonna prolong the start. But I still have to run to the store and see if they got the shaft and bearings for that 6-row picker. So that'll give me plenty of time to get that done. But anyway, Peanuts here. It's not very saturated down there. That's good. That's good. It's not too saturated. So maybe it won't take long. Once the sun do hit it, I'll be able to start a little earlier today than I did yesterday. So yeah, this is how it's looking right now at 8:30. And guess I'm gonna drop off this fuel tank at the shop and run to town. Let's see. Yep, Danny's over there on the left in that field getting them peanuts dug. And we have arrived. All right, you guys, so you had the pillar block bearing there. Let's look at it right quick. That's the old one. Before I leave here. Okay, you know what? Let me put this down. And he had the shaft too, thank the Lord. All right. Okay, and so it does come with a lock collar. Dan was talking about that yesterday. Good deal. Good deal, you guys. And since it's Friday and I'm already in town, I might as well knock out 2 birds with 1 stone, right? Go ahead and grab that Subway. Ah, so we're about to meet a high boy. We should ride under it, right? You guys. So I'm here at the shop getting all my tools that I need. Got the punch and the Allen wrench for the lock collar there. Had to get a different grease fitting that has an angle on it because they had a straight one in the package. You won't be able to grease it without having an angle one on there because you can't get to it. And I said, you know what? Before I go to the field, let me see if this joker will slide on the shaft there, right? Absolutely will not go on it. I can't, hold on. Okay, now. It is too small. And I gave him the part number that Dan gave me, right? Here's the old one. It goes in it. Slides right on there. So I'm gonna have to go back. Wow, wow, wow. I'll get it off. Anyway, Lawrence gave me the wrong bearing. Man, oh man. Ah, looks like Eddie Jacobs is towing a cotton truck there. One of the trucks that moves the cotton to the gin. All right, we're gonna try this again. All right, we got what we need. I'm gonna tell you about it when we get to the field. He's yet working on it over there. Okay, we have arrived. It is 11 o'clock. Man, 2 hours and 30 minutes later. Wow. All right, I went ahead and put the grease fitting in here. So yeah, I walked in the store. As soon as I walked in the store, you guys, I told Lawrence, I said, if I cuss, I'll be cussing you out right now. I jokingly said that. But I said, man, you gave me the wrong bearing. And he said, that was the number you gave me? So we walked back there to the other bearings, and sure enough, at the world, he got a whole stack of bearings with that number. And he pulled it out the box and said, it's the same thing. And so we walked around to the PTO shaft, because he had another shaft in there, just like the one we got yesterday. And I showed him how it wouldn't go on there. And he was baffled. I mean, he was baffled, you guys. He got the cussing like I don't know what. So he gave me a bearing, because I had the bearing number where I could just switch the bearing out instead of getting a brand new bearing and housing. So he gave me a bearing, and I showed him how that bearing fit on the shaft. And he got the cussing even more. He said, well, what in the world is going on? So he went around there and got another package with a bearing in it, with a housing. And we opened it up, and I tried to slide it on, and it went on. So man, when he discovered that, he really went off. He was like, what's going on here? But anyway, yeah, I got the proper size bearing. As you can see, it has slitting on there. And I'm gonna try and get it installed. That PTO shaft probably has to move up some so I can get the bolts in the frame. Oh, Lawrence, he is a character, man, I tell you. Oh man, you know what? That thing got a flat washer on it. And it definitely is gonna need it. You guys, I promise to goodness, I was gonna try and be short today. I know you don't believe me, but I was gonna be short today, but that's not gonna be the case, is it? That's not gonna be the case. Let me pull this side back out of there. It's getting warm too. It is warming up. I had to take off a few layers of clothes already. Got it in there, and get the flange nuts on there. Yeah. And I guess we can tighten this up, get it stationary. I like how that grease fitting, you can get to it. I'll be able to get to it from the back there. Like I said, I had to put an angled one on it. 3/4. Don't want to go too tight on that cast. Be done cracked it. Okay, now I don't want to come off. Thank you. Hit this side again. I believe that's pretty good there. Okay, now need to put that lock collar on there. That joker, huh, it ain't got much of a sleeve on it. See if we can get it tightened down. I ain't gonna be able to use that T-handle. Let me see, I need to have that joker where I can get to the, oh man, get to the part where I can punch it. Oh man, I'm gonna have to turn this thing. You gotta take a punch and get that lock collar tight, but I can't get to the place where you hit it with the punch. So we got to use some muscle. I should go to the other side and turn the belt. Let's go see where that's at. In the hole. I gotta go more. Let me turn it some more, you guys. So it took 2 more times of me having to go back from the last time I left you, and it's still sort of in a wicked place there. But that sounds good. I believe that's good. Now we can tighten up the set screw piece by piece because there's not much room there. I'm looking at this hole here on this PTO shaft. I don't think Dan gave me the bolt for that. I know that bolt he gave me, that little thing definitely can't go in there. Oh yeah. All right, that's that. Now got to get that shaft, and I'm gonna have to disconnect it from there to get it on that part. That thing is so heavy, that end. I don't know, that bolt he gave me might be the proper one. Get it lined up. Maybe I need to turn it around. Wait a minute now. Why you ain't going on? Don't do me like that. You can't have many ways. Yo, come on, don't do me like that. Okay, so all right. But why isn't it? It's got to line up with that hole. It's not going on right there. It's like it's only got one place that it'll go on, and 10367B. 10367B. And obviously that's right because it's on there already. But that joker is not wanting to go on those splines. I'm looking at this thing. It ain't got much paint in it, but I might have to go get a wire brush, and the little bit of paint that is in there might be keeping it from going on. I don't know. I don't have a wire brush in the truck. Oh boy, what a day already, huh? Maybe I could find something to scrape it out with. I have absolutely nothing to go in there and get that paint out. Ugh. Woo! I want to set that off so that end ain't laying in the dirt. So I guess I'm gonna have to go to the shop again, get a wire brush. Ooh, you want to fall off too, huh? And you know what? That bolt that he gave me, let me see. Maybe it's the right size. It can't be too much thicker, but that hole in there is like large. I'll get something figured out here soon, you guys. Well, you guys, on my way out, stop by here. Danny has a leak on the digger. Wow. And it's not just a blown hose. It's got to be probably the seal near the pump that turns the conveyor belt. So he's gonna be working on that, and I'm gonna head on back to the field. I got a wire brush and some small screwdrivers to try and scrape whatever paint might be hindering it from getting on there off. Yeah, things just keep getting more and more interesting, huh? Sarcastically speaking. Anyway, got the wire brush. Yes, you guys, if you know anything about a wire brush, you know it does not stay good looking for long. Anyway, I'm gonna take it, scrub in and out there. I also brought these picks, a screwdriver, sort of scrape it a little more intensely if need be. And I bought some fluid film, but Danny was saying that oh gosh, what a mess. If I put some of that in there too, it'll help lube it. And I'll check back in, you guys. I had to show you this right quick. As soon as I picked it up to start working, there's some paint. The sun. There's some paint right there. It's actually thicker than it looks. That right there might be the problem to begin with. This might not take long. There's a little strip right there too. So I just called Danny and I told him I give up, you guys. I scraped that thing till I couldn't scrape it no more, squirted oil in it and tried it. I have even loosened up the pillar block bolts again to give it some play, because I was beginning to think that that guard there was bonding up against the frame and keeping it from being level to go on it properly. But even with that much play to give to try and get it on, still can't get it on. So I called him, I told him, I said, yeah, I give up. So he said he's gonna come over here and check it out. I don't want to cut that and we have to take it back, you know what I'm saying? But that thing right there is binding up against the frame pretty good. Maybe with two people, if it's that hard to get on, we can both get it on, but I can't do it by myself, so he's coming over. Plus he said he needed the gun there to work on the digger, so I'm gonna wait on him to get over here. Yep, not a good day at all, you guys. Danny came trying to help me get it on, but we couldn't get it on. Even was beating on the end, and I was pushing on, loosened the bolts on the pillar block all the way up. Still wasn't going on far. It shouldn't be that tight with both of the ends being brand new. So right now the priority is trying to get the digger back going, so I need to go and help him try and figure out what's going on with it, so at least he can be digging, and if need be, I'll just pick something with the 4-row picker over there to get that trailer full. So we arrived back to the digger. There's the pump there, but he couldn't tell where it was leaking from. I guess we have to take the chain off, take off that sprocket and see where it's leaking. Yep, it's been one of those kind of days, you guys. So I had to come here and get brand new T-handle set here because the old Allen wrenches we got sort of worn, and we don't want to strip it out. Before we strip it out, we want to try a good end in the set screw, and this right here is trying to get it out with one hand there. The set screw, I got 4 of them in there because if it don't come out, we're gonna have to extract it out. So I had to come and get this as well. Brother John had what we needed, and so I'm gonna go to Lawrence's and I'm gonna carry that shaft that I got in the back of the truck that won't fit on the picker in the store and see if coincidentally it'll fit on another one. I gotta check something, you guys. So I went in the store and I tried this part with a different shaft that Dan went and got yesterday, and it fit on there. I mean, I can slide it on with my hands, you guys. So we're gonna switch out that part and try it with the one that I got this morning. I just wanted to make sure that this end was a 540 instead of 1,000. So it is. So I'm heading back to the shop. Of course, I got to still work on the digger with Danny though. So I'm back at the picker. Epic fail at the digger. We tried the new T-handle Allen wrenches and the extractor drill bit didn't work. So he's probably gonna have to cut it off and probably gonna wind up having to get a new pump anyway. So I'm back over here. Somebody's got to be productive. Anyway, I'm gonna have to take this shaft right here off that Dan put on yesterday, like I said, and put this one on. And I'm telling you, I told Danny, let's stand in here together and put it together, and it goes together so easily, you guys. Oh, I'm got the wrong end. So easily. But anyway, I'm gonna work on it. It's gonna take some time, so let's just time lapse it. Did you guys see how easy that slid on there? Wow, 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 wow. I actually did get a bigger bolt than what Dan gave me, because a bigger bolt would fit through there. And that way it'll, oh, that's pretty long. It's not gonna hit anything. That way it'll keep it more tight. Wash on that side. But man, that was pretty quick and easy. I know we sped the time up, but that didn't take long at all, you guys, because it was working properly. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to put it together. Finally, you guys, we have restored everything. Oh man, what a day it has been. Everything's tightened up. The bolt through the yoke there, the pillar bearing bolts, the lock collar. Got it chained up here. Of course, it's not gonna move because it's stationed at the bearing there. So you guys, man, finally, I believe I'm ready to fire it up and see what it does. Are you ready? Are you really ready? I'm ready. Here we go. Good, good, good. Oh! Everything's running smooth. I tried calling Danny to see if he needed anything before I head over here to start picking. He ain't answered, so maybe he'll call me back if he needs me. But I'm going over to the Peanuts so I can get a little bit picked, you guys. At least try and finish the trailer. I'll have to leave my truck way over here, but it's all right. I'll get Danny to pick me up later. It's 5:30. I'm sure the bushes are plenty enough dry now. Sarcastically speaking. Well, here we go. Oh man, feels good to be going down the field finally. I'm starting in third gear because I know they're plenty dry enough. Look at the dust. Alright, you guys, it's been a rather hectic day, but at least we did successfully finally get the PTO shaft installed back on the picker, and we did get to pick a few rounds of peanuts. I guess I'm grateful for that. But anyway, I hope that you guys have enjoyed watching. If you did, smash that like button for us. Throw a comment in the comment section. Let me know what's on your mind. Jesus Christ is Lord, to the glory of God the Father. You guys stay blessed. You guys keep encouraged. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.